You're right. I was wrong. It'll never happen again.
Right. See that it doesn't. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you, sir? We have not spoken this week much.
I know. It was such a nice week.
None taken.
And here we go.
And we're off.
I'm good. I feel like we've talked. No, have we not talked?
I don't know. I mean, we've you know,
we social
Yeah.
social media eyes, social media lies. I'm going to say social media lies. I'm just going to make a word. Yeah, it's called social medialization.
Yes.
Yes.
We did that thing.
So we did that.
At
Lots of
other.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of that. I had a really good couple of hours in Magic Kingdom today.
Yeah. Yeah. A great day for it too. Wow. You couldn't have asked for better.
Oh my goodness. I literally thought this morning my day was going to be very different. And I had a completely different plan, you know, for lunch break and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And when I felt the temperature outside, I said, I'm going to the Magic Kingdom today.
Look at you.
Because it's right there.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous considering that Disneyland hasn't opened yet.
Yeah.
And that Disneyland Paris just closed again.
Oh, did they? I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm. I'm very nervous that, you know,
we're headed for another one here.
Well, I don't want to get pessimistic, and I don't want to sensationalize anything, but I do think that when you have a day like today, and it was 71 degrees in Orlando.
Oh man, it was so nice today.
When you have a day like that, you don't waste it staying
you
inside all day. You have to play a little bit. I mean, like really, we owe it to God and country to play.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what the day was there for. If you don't, it's like somebody serving you a lovely meal and you just kind of sit there eating a Snickers bar. No, you don't do that.
I mean, it was a little breezier than it needed to be.
Well, you know, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and they have a wonderful day at Magic Kingdom.
See, what are you doing to me? Don't.
I'm sticking things in your head just because I didn't go to Magic Kingdom today and you did, so now you get to sing the Facts of Life theme song for the rest of the day.
You kind of came along virtually, right?
I was there. I was there in spirit.
Yeah.
My company, man, though, my company is based in Central Time. Okay. So the number of meetings that they schedule for me that happen at noon is unconscionable. So I watch your show like every time, but I'm not always able to talk or, you know, type and do all of my, you know, usual funny crap that I do in the thing, because I'm also half-heartedly listening to a bunch of people talking about business things over a Zoom meeting on my other computer. So
I feel like
today was one of those.
I feel like I owe an apology to your company.
I think they owe an apology to you
for their drop in productivity.
Nah, it's been low the whole time. Even on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's low.
Central Time is...
And I say that because none of them listen to the show.
Okay, well, you don't know.
At least currently, they don't.
Central Time has got to be the worst time. And I don't mean that to be offense. I don't mean any offense to people who live in Central Time. It's not your fault.
Right, yeah.
That they follow Central Time where you live. It just...
Like people in Jersey, it's not their fault that they live in Jersey.
Hey, there's some really nice parts of Jersey. There's some nice exits.
The exit signs.
I think that, I don't know, Central Time, it's like California has it made in some ways. When I lived in California, I really enjoyed being able to go to bed on time, even when the Academy Awards were showing.
Yeah.
You realize, all all those after the Academy Awards, after the Oscar parties that those movie stars go to, like all of my life until I lived in California, I believed that they were just staying up really late.
No, all that happens in California.
I mean, they probably
they did that
are.
too. Yeah,
yeah, but they don't get started at midnight.
No.
It's so refreshing, so nice. Football.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl. The Super Bowl's it's like finished by dinner time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And like when I was living in Arizona, because Arizona, if some people actually aren't aware of this, but Arizona does not recognize daylight savings time or saving time. I don't remember. Is there an S?
Is
on
it
the
plural?
End of it?
I think.
Yeah, I don't remember now.
I feel like it shouldn't be, but I think we all say it as if it is.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those Walmarts kind of thing. But anyway, they don't. And so that means that half of the year they're in Mountain Time, and the rest of the time they're in Pacific Time.
Well, those are the
rest of the country
times.
shifts around them, right? And so that's annoying. As hell. Now you don't have to set your clock, but very few clocks don't set themselves these days, so that's becoming less and less of a feature. And then if you are interested in anything that's live on television, you have to start doing math in your head about when it actually comes on. But during that time that we were in Pacific, that, like you said, you got this kind of.
You're not really in Pacific. You're just in Arizona.
Yeah,
you're in standard time.
Yeah, but they're the Pacific Daylight Time equals Mountain Standard Time, and Arizona is always in Mountain Standard Time.
Wait, Pacific Daylight Time, when you spring forward, equals Mountain Standard. Yes, I'm with you. Yes,
right.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and so we are the same time as Pacific Time, during the summer months. Or the summer half of the year, or whatever that is.
But you're not. Yeah. You're Mountain Standard.
Yeah, but it's the time is the same. I feel we're getting into the pedantic thing here.
No, really? However, would we happen upon that kind of thing? What other states don't have daylight?
Seems like
don't follow daylight savings.
I don't know that any other state
see what I did
does
there?
it.
I said I did it plural. I did the plural.
Yeah, there you go. So it seems like it makes sense. I don't know, but I don't think any other state does it on a state level. It seems like there are some areas, cities perhaps, maybe counties that don't observe it. But I don't know. I think Arizona's the only state that does it.
Oh, Hawaii.
Okay.
Hawaii does not follow daylight savings, apparently.
Well, they're all whacked out. They're like 7 twilight zones into the west anyway. So it's like they're out in Valinor, and who knows what's going on out there.
American Samoa. They make the best cookies too.
They do. Those, the Girl Scouts really landed a nice exclusive deal when they got the entire country of Samoa to make cookies for them.
If only they could have gotten like Fiji water too.
Ooh, yeah, that would have been a good pairing.
Which apparently is one of the most environmentally terrible things to purchase. I learned
Fiji
this after
water
purchasing
or
Fiji water
in general.
Fiji water. Fiji water specifically, bottled water in general, but Fiji water apparently, and I don't know whether this is true or not, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it because that's what we do nowadays. That's what we do. Doesn't matter.
Internet said it. That's all the research I need.
You guys can fact check later. I heard that we all know bottled water is a terrible thing for the environment because you are not just doing all the things you have to do to have clean water, right? Mm-hmm. But then you are putting it in a little bottle, like a little teeny little bottle that's made of plastic, made of petroleum products.
Right.
And then you are putting them in a big crate, and then in a bigger crate, and then even on a bigger crate, and then you are sending them all over the place. And so you're burning fossil fuels, or even, almost certainly fossil fuels to
not exactly
get
carbon neutral
to wherever they have to go. And usually that's just to a warehouse, which also is going to have to burn energy, use energy to exist, right? And then you have to then distribute it from there. And then when you're finished with it, finished with drinking out of this thing that you could have just gotten from your spigot.
Right.
Well, you couldn't get the bottle from your spigot, but you know what I mean.
That would be weird.
I mean, it's like a.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be cool though? It was like it existed right next to your regular spigot, like
hot and cold running bottles.
Oh, I'm all out of bottles. Oh, hold on. And then and then you turn the other one on.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. That and flying chairs. So then you have you have Fiji water that comes from Fiji. So magnify,
are we sure it comes
like
from
multiply.
Fiji?
Yeah, no, it does actually.
It does.
So
okay.
yeah, multiply all the
skeptical.
problems. It's not just like hashtag Fiji. Anyway, so the transportation
Fiji, Wyoming,
ridiculous, right? But on top of that, they apparently like there's not. This is the part that I'm not so sure about. I mean, I don't know. Fact check wise, a lot of people who live in Fiji don't have their own clean drinking water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds like some Nestle stuff going on there.
I mean, I do like Crackle.
But it's
no, Crackle's Hershey, right? Crackle's Hershey.
Is
So
that Hershey?
I'm safe, isn't it? No, wait.
Yeah,
Hold on.
because Crunch is Nestle.
Yeah, Nestle Crunch and Crackle.
Yeah.
What would happen if there was a battle between
like
Nestle Crunch and Crackle?
Nestle Crunch is like the blood diamond of candy bars. you can have a crunch bar, but it's a conflict crunch bar.
And then you send them the Desert Storm bar. Have no
You can
fear.
eat it, but as long as you feel guilty about it, you can eat it.
And then Almond Joy shows up, and everybody's like, "Seriously, dude? Like, what? Who invited you?" Actually, I love Almond Joy.
Yeah,
I may be the only person.
Mounds, Almond Joy, all of the weird coconut.
Mounds is even better than Almond Joy because sometimes you just don't want an almond, but you always want the coconut and the chocolate.
The coconut is the part that, and it's not that I don't like coconut. I love coconut, but for some reason the candy bar version of coconut just does not.
It's real. It is real coconut.
Yeah, okay.
It is. It's real coconut. It's just got a lot of sugar and other stuff all surrounding it, and corn syrup.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
still coconut.
It's dressed up as something not as yummy as just regular coconut.
What do you think? I mean, what do you think Crackle is? It's not like,
I'm not eating up all of the
really
coconuts, so you can have
like
some
rice.
coconut. See? Yeah. Well, it is. If we're on that subject, it isn't like rice. By the way,
Guam. I don't know that they make
it's not
any
like
cookies
Guam either. Oh,
I don't think they make any cookies or bottled water.
no, that's.
You never heard of a Guam cookie?
Guam. No, because that is not an appetizing word.
Guam. Well, it's fun to say though. Guam.
It is fun to say, but it's not pretty.
Guam.
Anything that starts with a G and ends with an M.
Guam.
Guam.
No, you think Guam.
Guam.
Guam. That dinner was so Guam.
What? Okay. What is
Guam?
To describe a dinner as
like
Guam?
say
What would that be?
If you're doing transcendental meditation, Guam.
It does sound like one of those, though. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where it probably came from.
The Northern Mariana Islands, and for some reason I thought of like there must be the Ginger Islands too, but I don't know why. I was like,
that was what the island was at first. She said, "I claim this island for me," and everybody else was like, "Shut up." It's Gilligan's Island, and you know it.
It's way too many syllables.
It's like, it's Mariana's Island. Nope.
Puerto Rico. I didn't say that correctly. I don't know why I'm like sound.
I don't know why I'm going real hard on the
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
And the Virgin Islands.
Okay, so
which really need to get a move on things.
They're pretty old at this point. Wow. I mean, Steve Carell got nothing on you.
No one's heard that joke before. Yeah, so I think that we should. I mean, I don't. Again, don't want to lead the conversation in a predictable direction, but I do think we should just stop doing daylight savings.
No,
saving.
which one would you pick?
You pick standard time.
Spring forward or the fall back?
No. Right now, we're in standard time. Mm-hmm. Standard time means it's normal. That's where it's standard. Standard, normal, standard time. Right?
Right.
Don't touch anything. They should treat time like the China shop and your kids. Like, kids, don't touch anything. Just leave it alone.
Completely arbitrary setup that we as humans created. So I mean, we can stop. We can put it wherever we want it to. I kind of like it better when it's not. It doesn't get dark as early. So I kind of like
But in the summer, it doesn't get dark early.
Well, granted, but I mean, it gets dark an hour, like artificially, an hour earlier now.
No, it's not artificial. This is when it's supposed to get dark.
Whatever.
It's standard
the point
time.
is that we decided to shift the clock one way arbitrarily.
No,
one
we
way
just
or the
started. No, we created a clock. We created a clock. We created a clock. We all agreed upon we all agreed. I can't even speak. We all agreed upon the longitudinal lines, right? And the time zones and so forth. And then all the sailors got together and did that. And then we said, "This is good." And then somebody said, "Hey, guys, I have an idea." Mm-hmm. So we get a little extra hour in the evening.
Well, help the farmers,
Whatever, farmer. How about we spring forward? Oh, okay. So no, spring forward came. This is no chicken and the egg situation. Like spring forward.
Well, no, I get that.
Daylight savings clearly came after standard. So just leave it alone.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that one is necessarily better than the other. I mean, do we know that the sun is at its zenith at noon for standard time more closely than it is for? We know this.
At the equator, it doesn't matter. Right?
Well, we currently are not at the equator, so
no. Actually, it would matter still because time. No, it would still matter. Like at the.
Well, I mean,
that's the
if you
question.
set noon to be actually 8 in the morning, then it would be completely whacked out.
That's the question. At what time is the sun? Well, actually, it's actually during the. That would be the equinox, right? That's the only time that it's actually straight above.
Yeah.
So what is that time then? Is it noon? It's noon when?
Well, I mean, noon, at the equinox, then
what time is it?
Day and night.
I don't even know what time
length.
it is at the equinox. Like, what part of the equinox are we on?
It's a whole day.
I
mean
on the equator. I didn't mean on the equinox. On the equator,
gotcha.
Like, and I don't even know what season I'm in if I'm straddling.
Well, you're in straddle season.
I'm so confused. I
season.
came into this completely unprepared for this conversation.
Well, that was my goal.
And
last week we were way too prepared.
And I didn't
know what to do with myself. I have a list of topics. What the hell?
I saw that dude again today with the lawn, and he's like rubbing his head, and he walks inside like, man.
One day he'll figure it out. One day he'll get there.
I feel like I need to give him a hug. He doesn't look like the hugging type, though. So,
well, you should have told him that he put a Zen garden in. That was our thing.
Oh, well, I found that thing online.
Yeah.
Which we should plug with it because
what's it called? Zen.
We're not sponsoring them or anything. I mean, they're not sponsoring us.
We're doing it a different way. We're sponsoring them.
Oh, that's what's wrong with our model. Okay.
Yardzen. Yeah, for some reason we're losing money. Wait, I don't get it.
We have a nice Zen garden.
But yeah, Yardzen.
I really like this idea because, in all seriousness, the idea that there's this design firm out there, it's perfect for me because, I don't really like to deal with people.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't like people having to come over to the house.
Yeah.
To like contractors and whatnot. Like, I don't like that. I don't even like the people who actually I pay to come on a regular basis to help with things. I feel like, why are you here? Oh, that's right. I paid you to come here.
I asked you to be here.
When are you going to be gone? Like, I don't know.
Can you just do this while I'm asleep or while I'm away from the house? I don't have to deal with you.
I should live in a hole somewhere. I'm telling you. Anyway,
You are prime hermit material.
I'm just a conflicted person. I'm really not. It's not that I don't like people. I just like to be left alone. And people don't leave you alone, by and large. So,
That's true.
Okay. So, I like the idea that you could pay this design company when you take pictures and videos of your property, of your lawn, your front lawn or your back lawn, your backyard, whatever. Why do they call it the front lawn? I guess they do say front yard, backyard, do they? Oh, but no one says back lawn.
Nobody says that.
Maybe there's that
I didn't
one
realize
guy,
just how weird
that
that sounds.
in Albany who says that, and that's it. I don't know why I picked Albany. They're like under a foot of snow probably right now. All right, so there's that. So there's
piled up in his back lawn.
You take pictures and everything, and then you send it to them. And I guess there's like some kind of survey thing that you do that you answer questions or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they'd come up with a design. And you have to pick like you different levels of cost.
How ambitious do you want to be with this?
Well, it's like, do you want just the backyard or just the front yard or both?
Right.
Is this going to include hardscape as well? All of those things
water
affect the cost.
Or fire features or
fire features.
Live animals involved.
I want to recreate World of Color. I want to recreate Disney's Kids in California Adventure World of Color every night. Can you do that?
Just dig my back lawn up.
It can be on a smaller scale, of course. I'm not crazy.
More like a region of color.
I mean, I'm not unreasonable here. It's just like it's like smaller projectors.
It's not so much a world.
Smaller fountains.
Yeah.
No, it's like a miniature. It's like the Doozers version.
You go and you can eat it and it's delicious. And they act all mad, but they enjoy that they have work to do.
That's their job.
That was a weird aspect of that show, by the way.
We're speaking of Fraggle Rock for those who haven't. I hope we're talking about Fraggle. He's like, no, welcome back, Cotter. Welcome back, Cotter. What are you talking about?
Oh, they're my next door neighbors.
Paul
and Wendy Doozer. They're just really weird.
And so these yard zen people then will come up with a plan, and then I'm sure there's like a revision cycle of some sort where you give them notes and then they change things or whatever, and they probably give you like 2 bites of the apple or something if they're anything like other designers I've worked with before, which is completely unreasonable. But anyway, then
hold up. They give you 2 bites of the apple.
2 bites at the apple.
Oh, at the apple. This is a metaphor I am still unfamiliar with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they give you 2 bites at the apple.
2 bites.
What does that mean?
You get 2 bites of the apple. Like you get like. It means like you get a second shot. Like you get the first bite.
Oh, I see. And then you can give them notes, and then they come back with a second version.
Oh, yeah. Is this not
okay? I don't know. Heck,
you with me now?
You know all this corporate crap. I do not.
I don't think that's correct. I think it's just.
I have a theater degree. I don't know this stuff.
Stupid Baltimore thing. All right. So then, they will
drive
also,
the cow uphill. You know.
They will also. What?
Exactly. That was me.
I don't know what just happened. I keep getting shorter in my chair. Like my chair. And for those of you who aren't actually watching, you be glad because I'm all uncomfortable in here. You get this little box they put me in.
Some of those Trader Sam's.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing something like as if I expect a different result, and it's not. I need a booster seat. Can I get a booster seat?
Oh yeah,
a telephone book or something. So then they connect you, Yards End, which we're still talking about. I don't know why, but they will connect you with a contractor. Like they'll find a contractor or something to do it. So that's great too because you don't have to deal with a contractor.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can find your own person.
So they sort of coordinate all this stuff too.
Yes, and they're the worst people in the world because if you've ever had and in Florida
apologies
here,
to all contractors that were listening.
I don't mean they're bad people. I mean they're like
you don't mean they're bad people. You said they were the worst people in the world.
I was about to explain it.
There are no worse people. Murderers, no.
Oh my god. Okay, over there I go again. Okay, maybe I was being a little dramatic.
Well,
Maybe I was exaggerating. Just
so yeah.
all right. So listen,
Contractor. I need to hear the explanation behind that statement. That rave review by Jason Knapp of all contractors.
I can't go on. Okay, listen.
Hey, center. Guam.
That's what I was thinking. And I was like, I can't even recenter myself because I'm thinking of Guam and the Ginger Islands. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Man.
So
We're off the rails in record time.
For the three people who are left, let me finish telling you about Yard Zen.
I think we need a little Yard Zen in our life.
No chance ever that they're going to sponsor us, ever.
I don't know. I don't think we've said anything bad about them so far.
Well, that's true. They're kind of like the salvation.
Right.
So they work with contractors. Here's the problem with contractors. Okay, look, they will come to your house, and contractors, they're like the sales guy usually, you know, but they're also like the person. If I have a contractor coming, especially like a dude to do something with my yard or something I want built or whatever, it's already an emasculating experience.
Right, because you're having to sort of pass off this thing to somebody else who basically, I can't do this. I don't know how to do this. Please do this for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things I don't mind paying for. Just, I know how to do it. I just prefer to not do it.
Right, sure.
Right. Like I go to a car wash.
Yeah,
I don't want
me
to
too.
wash my car.
Right. I want a
I'm
machine to
quite
wash
capable of washing my car. In fact, I'm better at washing my car than anyone else who's ever washed my car before. But I don't want to do it.
Right. And I'm good with the quality being a little bit less in exchange for some convenience here. Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right. Lawn care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, I don't want to do it. It's
Can.
hot. And I have to go get gas for the lawnmower and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have all that stuff in my garage, and then I can't. Then what do I do with all the other stuff in my garage? Like it's just a whole thing.
Yeah.
So
With you.
But when it comes to like building something,
Right.
or digging something, laying down pipe, like stuff that I know that I could know. Like in fact, in some ways, I know how to do it, like conceptually.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm gonna
No real world experience in it though.
It ain't gonna be pretty when it's finished.
Hey, it's underground. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
The pipe though is full of dirt.
That sinkhole is ready to begin forming. So they come and show up, and they're like, they look at you like, okay, dude. What does sissy man want me to do for him here?
Which is an interesting way to begin a business conversation.
Well, I'd like you to please like get some mulch and like put it a hair, and I'd like those things trimmed, and I'd like maybe have like a little something over here. And then they start asking questions like, well, what kind of mulch do you want to have? Well, I don't know. Like I was thinking something that's, they're going to lay there and maybe just cover
brownish
to keep the weeds from coming up. Well, do you want to have like a ground cloth down? Because, ground cloth was I found the ground cloths don't really work. Well, why did you ask me that to begin with? Like,
then what's the deal?
What is it? Like, what do you, like, really? I think I'd like maybe some rock. Well, rock's going to retain heat, and heat's going to hurt that blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, the other guy down the street has it, and his stuff looks nice. I'm like, oh, well.
That guy's a jerk.
Right, like I don't want like what color. And then once you figure out we're going to go with mulch. Well, what like wood mulch? Like
as opposed to like pork mulch?
Do you want yeah, other kinds of mulch?
But isn't it all made of wood?
No,
it's like it's all bark or something, right?
There's other kinds. I'm sure there's like no, but I mean like rock. You can use rock.
Yeah, okay, but is that I didn't know that was technically mulch. I don't think it is. I think it's rocks.
Do you,
I didn't mean to get into a semantic craziness.
Then you got Marcus.
This
over
wood
here,
mulch
like,
is bizarre to me.
What do you think mulch is?
This is steel.
Ask him
Steel
about mulch. Ask him about... So,
oh, I know things about mulch.
So we're gonna be out at next time we're at like the Dahlia Lounge. You say, hey, Jason, tell us about mulch. Oh, you son of a!
I'm never telling you about
never
mulch.
liked that guy. So then they wanted to like, well, what color and all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't like, dude. They can't. What do you think?
Like, colored mulch also, just like on a sidebar. I hate colored mulch. I think it's like the silliest
What do you mean,
thing
like dyed
ever.
mulch?
Yeah, like that they've taken an actual mulch and then they've applied an unnatural color to it, and it's black or it's red or something like that. That's awful.
Mm-hmm. But there's shades of brown too.
Yeah, and some of them are.
Some of it's fine,
better than others.
Like
yeah.
cypress stuff, and some of it's like blocky, and some of it's like. Anyway, and I just want to say, like, dude, I don't know. Like, I just want you to. I think can you maybe show me some pictures? Could you show me like some pictures? Do you have a catalog? Do you have a portfolio? Yeah, I'm asking now the guy who's wearing a wife beater, and doesn't even know what sunscreen is, and climbs up into the top of a palm tree with his bare hands.
Yeah.
I'm asking him if he has a portfolio of mulch I could look at.
A mulch portfolio. A mulch folio, if you will.
You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
the time I asked this dude this question, because this is a conversation I've had, he'll say, well, you can go to this nursery and like find it. Like, so now I got to plan a trip to go to the scary parts of Florida to visit the mulch. And then I'm going to have the same conversation, probably a worse version of it, with the bulk mulch dude.
Oh yeah, bulk mulch.
Right? whose German Shepherd is carrying tires around in his jaws.
That's handy if you like working
automobile
racing
tires.
or something.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. So this Zen, what's it called again? It's called Zen
Yard Zen.
Yard Zen. Which should be called God Zen. See what I did there?
I did.
They will talk to these people for you.
Yeah, that's not a bad business model right there. We're the middle guy. Well, you don't worry about it. You tell us what you want, we get it for you. We'll coordinate the whole thing, no problem. Take a week off. You come back, it's all done. Hey, look at that.
And then they can have the conversation. They can have the conversation with the contractor, and they can be like, "No, dude, this is the kind of mulch that we need to get."
Yeah, you need a 3.75 mulch with the 5 the thorium 20 glazing on it. That's I don't know. Trying to come up with some kind of technical thing that would be true of mulch. But
are we putting tempered glass now down around
yeah,
our garden? Okay,
there you go.
Perfect.
Tempered glass.
Perfect.
This is now an aquarium bottom.
So I think, like, I spent when I kid you not, when this dude that was, the contractor dude did his thing, and did it so poorly.
Oof.
The first time, like, he had his dad and his, like, the dude who just got anyway.
No judgment.
It was so bad that I had to call him back, like, because it was dark when I got home, and I was like,
Right.
I can't see anything.
Right.
And
yeah.
Michelle had paid him already.
Oh.
Because she thought it looked great. That's the other problem.
Right.
Michelle, the reason I'm still in a relationship. I mean, you've known me for how long? Like, can you imagine living with me?
No.
Right.
Especially not in a hotel room.
Our room's very dark. I like, she's a saint because she has to deal with me, and but she's very contented. She's a very contented person generally, and so, like, for her, it's fine. It's fine.
That works. You got the mulch. There it is.
It looks it's fine, right? I look at it and I
there's
think
some Jason standards that haven't been
I'm like,
met here.
this is a mess. It's like a mess, and I'm pointing it out, and I'm taking pictures, and so now I'm starting to
like
send pictures to
Picasso's
the
yard.
dude.
What is this?
Now I'm sending pictures to the dude. Like seriously, like this is the best. The edging that they put down.
Yeah.
The rubber edging, because I wouldn't let them use metal edging, because that is basically like razor blades on a dog's feet. You have a dog.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah.
The edging they put down was like, it was like short. So instead of it being 4 inches, it was 2 inches or something. And so like the trenches that they dug were deeper than the edging.
So they practically just buried them.
The edging was just popping up. It was just coming up everywhere. It wasn't actually secured into the ground. And I was like,
right.
This isn't going to work. This stuff's just going to, anyway. That was just one thing. And so I had to call him back, and he like came out and inspected it the next day. Like, he was surprised. Like, he hadn't been there with them all day, which he had. Like, I don't know. Yeah, no, I see. This is wrong. Like, I can't imagine why they did this. So then they had to go out and buy all new edging and redo the whole thing. And the edging's like not cheap, right?
Do it right the first time. You don't have to do that.
And when it was all said and done,
I don't want to sound like my dad, but
it looked fine for like a month.
Okay.
We live in Florida, and like in my yard doesn't drain properly, and we get a lot of heavy rain. Like, stuff grows, and then so after a month, you're looking like, I just spent like $5,000 on, what did I do?
Yeah.
It's all like either run away or in the ground. Like, I don't know what I just did.
Tell you, man, Zen Garden.
So I'm thinking Zen Garden is that's what we need to be doing here, because because I'm ready to tackle this thing. Oh, I also have to replace my air conditioning units. Like, the whole thing, the whole kitchen. They're not dead.
Yeah,
they're not dead.
They're like on the verge, or
I just, number one, want to get it done before they die, because they are original units, and we're going on probably close to 20 years now. How old
are the units at this point?
Probably like 20 years or ish. So, and it's Florida, like they run all the time pretty much, except for today, because today was lovely.
Today was very nice. Had a little break there for the AC unit.
Right. Also, it's producing mold.
Well, that's not a good thing.
I discovered this serendipitously when I was using the guest bathroom, and I noticed down like along the wall, I'm like, why does it all look funky and dirty and stuff? Like, I don't understand and it turns out there was water like that was like seeping like under that wall.
Ooh.
And I went into the closet in the hallway there. And I moved some stuff out of the way, and the whole back wall part of that closet that abuts the that bathroom, and also abuts on the other side in the garage, the HVAC, the air handling unit on the other side. It's all molded.
Yikes. Yeah, sorry. That sucks.
So we got to do that.
Yeah.
So I've been dealing with those people. That's pleasant too. Well, actually, Michelle mostly deals with that, and then she has to deal with me because this is the other thing I do is like she'll have the people come in and make sure they have masks on and everything, and then they'll come in and do the thing, and then I then yell at her like, why didn't you ask about this? And why didn't you ask about this? And what about this? And what about that? And how did that? And of course then rightfully she's like, why don't you do this?
Right.
Not like do the AC because she knows better than that, but like, why don't you have these? Because I have better things to do. I have to go to Magic Kingdom.
Clearly.
I mean, come on.
I can't think of everything. I was at Magic Kingdom, damn it.
That Grit doll isn't going to sell himself.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm telling you, she's a saint. So, also, but the problem is that I can't because she's she would just be, okay, that guy's good. He's fine. But when you're making like a potentially $15,000 decision,
yeah,
you want to make sure you're comparing apples to apples and stuff. And these contractors don't make it easy to compare apples to apples either. Have you ever bought like an HVAC system or anything like that?
Not by itself.
No, that didn't come with the house, right? Like,
yeah, no. All of them came with the house, and the one that I had to have replaced, it was on home warranty right after we moved in, and so it didn't cost me anything but like the $50 fee to get the guy out there.
yeah, this is different.
Yeah, I would think.
But I'm kind of, it'll get done. It'll be fine. But I'm going to end up spending a lot of money
on
this thing. And with the people who we bought the house from originally, what am I saying originally? It's like the second people we bought the house from. No, the people we bought the house from.
We keep buying this house. I don't know what's up.
It's like Groundhog Day all over again.
Hey, we'd like to sell you guys
people.
the house that you live in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We already know we like it.
You remember when we bought it in daylight savings time? And now I want to buy it in standard time.
Right. Doesn't work otherwise.
So when we bought this, I said to them at the time, actually I said to my realtor, I said, because they don't let you talk to the other people. Yeah, I said, we should get like some money off because this HVAC system's going to have to be replaced in a couple of years. Mm-hmm. It's almost 20 years old. It's Florida.
Yeah.
Like it's going to
That may be why they sold the house.
So if I'm the mold probably. So if I'm buying a house, like, and a core component of the systems of the house are old, like depreciated, right? Fully depreciated at that point. Shouldn't I also benefit from that depreciation? Like, shouldn't I also then get like, if you're going to buy anything else you buy in the world, like if you're buying a car and you're like, yeah, that engine's, they got 200,000 miles in the end, but the rest of the car is great.
The sun visors are top notch.
You don't pay the same amount of money for a car with 200,000 miles on it as compared to a car with 50,000 miles on it.
Right.
Right? Even if everything else is the same. I mean, identical. You don't. This is my point. They didn't buy that argument.
And I noticed you still bought the house.
Well, yeah, but
so I don't know that they had to buy that argument.
It's totally a baby with the bathwater thing. It's like they say, well, we did the inspection thing. And then I come back and I say, well, I'd like this and this and this. And then they said.
And a new HVAC.
They said, no. Suck it. They
knew that they saw you coming a mile away.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not going to do anything because I'm Jason.
Known for causing a scene.
I mean, I'm just going to suck it up. I mean, it is what it is.
You're that dog with the coffee and the
spend an extra $15,000 in 2 years. That's all.
This is fine.
Yeah. So that's going to happen and it'll be fine. And then I'm going to get my Zen garden built.
There you go.
I think we could do it.
I think we could.
I just don't want to.
I don't know how. I don't know what the right word is. I don't know how precise it would be.
I mean, how precise? I don't know
if we can stay inside the lines.
Oh, there have to be lines?
Well, exactly, right? They tell me that at some point you have to actually design the thing instead of just kind of improvising it.
And then you start looking. See, you bought a house that's pretty much brand new, so
right. Which isn't without its problems.
You start seeing things. You start doing things. You see, like I like our lanai thing in the pool and stuff, but the pool deck itself it needs to be repainted. There's some spots that have rust stains on them, and some spots that like have come up, like the paint's come off or chipped off during like power washing and so forth. Yeah. And the screen enclosure thing. That's going to have to be replaced too at some point because some of the bolts that are down, like hold it to the pool deck there, are rusted.
Ooh.
I mean, you could just replace the bolts, I guess, and but whatever. But like, it's old in and of itself. Like I go on, I can look at the Google Street View images and go back in time and see like, oh, it was there already. Oh, it was there then. Oh, It was there then. Oh no, it's not there.
74.
So like 2000. I think. It went in maybe 2010 or so.
Uh-huh.
So, but in Florida,
Yeah.
those things. And they probably didn't do it. They probably didn't put the best thing in.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it makes
I
me
knew
think.
they were selling the house.
Well, right. And that was like 2 owners ago. So then I think to myself, well, if I'm going to if I'm going to replace this thing at some point, I don't want to do the pool deck yet.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If I'm not, but what else should I do? Should I enlarge it? Well, I need to do what I'm going to do with the yard before I do that.
Right.
So it's like all this stuff builds up. Like, and now I'm like spending $100,000.
So now your task looks.
Don't get me started about the
chart.
outdoor. Don't get me started about the outdoor shower expansion project thing that I want to have. I talked to Michelle about doing, and she looked at me like, okay. Like she pretty much goes along with anything. But when I told her that I wanted to like expand the bathroom and like create like an outdoor space that like had an outdoor shower area, but like was privacy, like private, so you'd have like some nice,
a
like
genuine like shower that you would
open
like
air, baby.
Not a I'm about to go in the pool kind of shower.
No, like you could use it for both.
Well, I guess so. Yeah,
you could use it for both.
There's enough privacy there that you could use it for naked showering, as they call it.
Yes, right. Because I've got one kid who just went off to college, and the other one's 4 years away, and there's going to be a time in my life in the near future that I can use my entire house naked if I want.
It's true. I will be calling before I come over.
I always wondered why he had the shades drawn all the time.
The man walks free.
I've never done it in my life, but like, I imagine it's something you can do when you have.
I can't imagine that you haven't done that. Jason can have.
I have a 19-year-old. Like, it has been at least 19 years since, and even then, I don't think I did it before then.
Yeah, I was about to say, this doesn't seem like a in your wheelhouse kind of thing.
Oh, but a man can dream.
That's true. Aspirational nakedness. That's
having an outdoor shower.
We were that close for that being the podcast title.
So the shower, like our shower we have right now, has a window in it. Like, it's high and it looks out, and the people who own the house before us, they planted a lot of like tropical stuff around the yard. But so there's this nice, cool like banana tree thing. Or your thing did that again.
The lights went on again.
And that
Alexa, green screen lights on. She thinks she did it.
She's so mad at you right now.
Alexa, green screen lights on.
Why does she shut it off? Do you have it on a timer or something? Does Emily mess with you? Does she downstairs saying, Alexa, green screen lights off?
I don't know what else would it. I don't know what happened.
I like how you're looking around, like Spirit World.
Like it might see what happened.
Where's that monkey? Like
this.
Oh, there it is.
Now that you mentioned the monkey.
So yeah. So that's probably not going to happen. It probably really shouldn't happen. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with that part of the yard, because that's the yard that's the sloppy part. That's the part that gets spongy. It's like the nice area. It has all the promise in the world of being like a nice yard area, but it's mostly spongy when it's wet, like when we've had rain. It's just like it's a mess to be out there. And then the only other reason to be over there is to let the dogs out to run around or something. So typically we'll let the dogs out on the other side that drains properly. But that side, for whatever reason, doesn't like to grow grass well.
But it drains properly?
But it drains properly. But
that's weird.
Soil's a mess there. It's like it's too sandy. Anyway. And so then the dogs, if I let the dogs out on that side, it gets all muddy. It's a conundrum, I tell you. I need these people. What are they called again?
Yard Zen.
Yard Zen. I need Yard Zen in my life.
Yard Zen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mother-in-law.
Yeah. I was about to to bring that one up, actually.
So my in-laws just left last Thursday after being with us for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
The day they got there, I kid you not, she says to me when I come home that evening and I see maybe it's the next day. I think I got in late the day that they got there. And at some point she says to me, "You are okay with us coming, right?" I mean,
literally nothing you can say to that.
I mean, do you want me to lie to you?
Yeah, I mean, even if I wasn't, you're here.
I've always tried to have this rule of just don't ask the question. I mean, I don't always follow it. I don't always follow it, but like I try. I don't ask the question that someone is going. You're just going to force them to lie,
right? Hey, what kind of question is that?
Because I know what she meant. She meant it like because of the whole COVID thing.
Like, okay.
You're comfortable with us coming down, like, and the truth is no.
And again, it's a little late though to bring that up.
That's right.
We're in the house.
Maybe you could have brought it up. I don't know, when you bought the tickets.
Right. It's like when we started planning this thing, and like, hey, you cool? Well, maybe not.
I mean,
but when you're walking into the house, you're all right that I'm here, right? You came from Baltimore.
I'm gonna say, and like if I say no, and you're already here.
Yeah.
Like
so, like,
infected,
see if you can get a new ticket for an hour from now, and
please try not to breathe while you're here.
Right. Will you stay outside? You can go on the side that drains right. That's cool. But outside the pool cover thing. In here, breathe through this coffee filter.
Like, what do you want? Like, what kind of question is that?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. And then Michelle says to me last night, I have a ticket to go back. Like she booked at some point in the summer without us talking about it. She booked a ticket to go back to Baltimore to see her family, and they like go to a doctor's appointment or something because her doctor's open in Baltimore. Anyway, to like in the first week of December.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, I'm sure this look is what she saw, which is the look. If I had to explain it to those who aren't watching video, would be like, what in the hell is wrong with you?
You go see the doctor.
And it's all virtual. You can do it all virtual.
Well, Baltimore is silly with doctors.
I mean, and so I think she reads my face.
I think she probably does. It's not a poker face.
I think we can cancel. I think I can get my money back. So we did that. I'm just thinking, like, why people look to you? Why are you trying to die? Why? I mean, sometimes you have to travel.
Getting it by the mold.
And sometimes, and I think you have. I know, right? The mold's going to kill us. Maybe the mold's protective. Maybe what we're going to discover.
Mold is fighting the COVID.
This is like the new penicillin I have
there you
in
go.
the house.
Perfect.
I should just slap that stuff on some bread.
There you go.
And like put it in a little dish. And then I don't know what I'd do with it. I guess I'd call
it'd be in a dish.
I'd have to call the mold contractor, dude. So, can you grow this and see if it works against COVID? I don't.
Well, did you put it in a dish? No, am I supposed to do that?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea of asking the question in order to sort of force the response you want, because all other responses are too, I don't know what even the word would be, rude. It seems like that's not a strong enough word to be like, no, I'm not cool that you're here. That's
And I
there's a
haven't quite
special
gotten
kind
to
of
the
fun
point.
that-
I mean, I've known them for a long time, but I still haven't gotten to the point. I mean, I can bust their, whatever. I can like give them a hard time, but I haven't gotten to the point where I can say, I could say, like, seriously?
Yeah.
Why?
Really?
You clearly don't care
Right.
what I think. So
You just want
are you
confirmation.
just trying to start a problem here? Like, what is wrong? Are you testing me, woman?
That's what
Are you like,
should have said.
are you-
You're okay that we're here now. What?
Like,
what did you just say to me?
Like,
The hell kind of question is that?
I understand if you have some remorse, some regret for not asking me ahead of time.
Right.
I get that. I don't see that that's probably true, but I could understand that might be. But why would you bring it up now?
Right. Wait, asking now doesn't
why
do a
would you
thing.
point out you're gonna because there's a good chance, it didn't occur to me. If I was
You mean I had the
yeah,
option of you not coming?
I was bothered by it, but then I forgot. I forgot I was bothered by it. And now you're bringing it back up again because that's one scenario. The other is I actually don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you're asking me, and it hadn't occurred to me
Right.
that you would even and should even ask me, but now that you're asking me, why didn't you ask me?
Right. Wait, it's not so much why asking, but why now? That was like the worst time to ask that particular question.
What would you like me to do about it? I don't like. I couldn't understand. I mean, this is
like eating all of your eggs and then going, were you saving those eggs for something after you ate them?
Yes.
It's a little late there.
Yes. I like to make eggs for breakfast. That's like my thing.
I do.
I make scrambled, I
put
make
turmeric in
omelets,
them, if I remember
I make
correctly.
like sandwiches. Like I do all these things with eggs. That's pretty much all I can do. But anyway,
Captain Quavo.
I will make them eggs too sometimes if I'm so inclined.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but there are those mornings where you're like, I just don't feel like I don't feel like making eggs for a whole bunch of people. I just want to do my thing, right? I just want to do my thing and walk around not really naked and just. But then I have to offer, like, do you guys want eggs?
Yeah.
And like no one ever turns them down. No one ever says like,
No.
except for Michelle, who's content. Like no one ever says like, no, I'm good. No, I don't want an egg sandwich. You haven't had breakfast and someone's making egg sandwiches. Like you're like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah. Egg me up.
So one day she was making eggs. She's like, I'm going to make, and I don't know why she refers to my father-in-law as daddy. Like, I mean, I can understand her referring to him that way to Michelle. But like when you're talking to me about my father-in-law, like, don't call him, like, I'm going to make daddy and I some eggs.
Oh, right. She calls him daddy speaking to you.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Gotcha.
Whatever. So do you want, she's like, I'm going to make daddy and I some eggs. Do you want some eggs? Like she's being like the nice thing. Like she's going to, and now, damn it. Like now no, I don't want your eggs. I want my eggs. But I can't say that. I can't say no. I'm going to make my own when you're finished. And if you could hurry up and get out of
substandard.
if you could hurry and get out of the kitchen, that'd be fun. I mean, fine. It'd be better. It'd be better than fun.
Oh God.
Like, so I have to say no.
Life is you must be
And then,
very strange.
and then figure out what else I'm going to have for breakfast.
I see now why he got into meditation.
It's the only thing. So like, I am. Look, the one thing you get with me is a full spectrum. Like,
You're definitely
like
the spectrum is involved here. Yes.
I will go from like the 0 to 100, but yeah, the meditation and the Zen garden that you're going to help me build is going to be, and the yard Zen people are going to help us build, is going to, it's recentering. This is why I seek out like the quiet spaces in Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have to. It's like she means well.
Good.
I just I don't know. I love him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the same time, my grandfather, my mother's father, when he would come to visit, when I was a kid, because they lived in Ocean City, Maryland. They moved there in 1976, and they would come to visit in Baltimore and for like the holidays or something, and he would always talk about going back. Like he couldn't wait to get back. And as a kid, I kind of took it personally. Like, why does he want to leave?
Right.
Like, why does Granddad want to go? Like, why does he want to leave? Right?
Yeah.
I understand now.
Finally, after all this time, I get it.
And like, it's just amazing that he didn't say out loud when we were visiting them, but he didn't say like, so when are you guys going to leave?
Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to leave.
Right? It's like, it's just, that's the other thing that my mother-in-law will do. She will figure out exactly where in space and time I need to be or I intend to be in like 30 seconds. And she'll make sure that she's there.
Oh, yeah?
Interesting. It is like she knows, like she's seen the future, and her job is to intercept me, but only in the kitchen.
Okay, I was going to ask, like, how far afield does this happen? Just the kitchen.
Just the kitchen. And she wanders around, and no, wait. That's the other thing. Like, even if they're going to have cereal, God, I hope they never, ever listen to this. Ever. When they're going to have cereal, it's like a production. It's like it's like an event. Like, are you ready for the cereal? Yes, I'm ready for the cereal. Okay, we're on.
Prepare for cereal.
On go. We're gonna go. We're go for cereal. Okay. Like, do you have the milk? Yes, we have the milk. Do we have okay? We have this. No, and then there's an order of things. Like you have to also get like the third cup of coffee, and then has to have this, and you're gonna stand in this one spot, and you're not gonna move until the coffee's finished brewing, and then this is the whole thing. And I have given her a hard time about this. Like she will jingle like with her cream and sugar. She will jingle the mug with a spoon. I think it's done. No. Like I'm like, oh my God, it's 5 in the morning.
Two sugar molecules still stuck together.
5 in the morning. I don't sleep with any noise. And you're tingling
the freaking town crier over here with a bell.
Where's my yard zen? So I bought her a box of those wooden stirrers.
Ah, yeah. Did it work? I mean, did she use them?
She brought them back to me.
It's just the wrong kind of wood.
It's like, we're not going to use this for mulch.
It's long, thin mulch.
I mean, it's just so much like... And it's not until I'm about to do something in the kitchen, like get my own breakfast or whatever, that they like, okay, we're here.
Right. Like if you waited till 11 in the morning to do that, they would too.
No, that's exactly right. Now I know you've been up for 3 hours, and I've seen your patterns. Like most mornings, like it's like 9 o'clock is when you start to, you're going to do the cereal and the thing. And today it's 8 o'clock. Why? Oh, that's right, because I was there.
Right. Yeah. It's like hearing you in the kitchen reminds them that the kitchen exists. And they go in there.
No, that's exactly right. And I always wonder where Michelle got this from. Like, if I ever want if Michelle has a drink and I say, hey, can I have a sip of that? Mm-hmm. Before she hands it over, she takes a sip. Every
in case she never sees it again.
Right. I'm like, what do you think? I'm not going to drink it all.
You like, just slam it.
She's like, well, just I need to do that at some point. It needs to happen. Like, she's like really? It's like marking the territory or something. So
right.
Let me.
Oh yeah.
You're like, all right. It's like,
just remember. This comes back to me, buddy.
Yeah. Speaking of.
Oh, Lord.
Well, we're going to get together for dinner in a couple weeks, right? Is that what I heard?
Yes. Not the coming weekend, but the next one.
I'm still holding out hope that we can get reservations at Topolino's Terrace.
Topolino's Terrace. Mm-hmm. I'm unfamiliar.
I know, that's why we need to get a reservation there. It's at the Riviera. It's at the Riviera. I've eaten there like 4
I still have not been to the Riviera like at all. It's a brand new resort, and I've never. What's wrong with me? I don't know.
Maybe we should do a lunch break over there at some point.
That'll work.
But Topolino's Terrace is fantastic, and I keep checking constantly to see if I can get a reservation there, and it's become difficult because they are socially distancing and
so
whatnot, like and
4 tables in the whole place.
Exactly. Yeah, something like that. So that'll be good, and I think right now we're supposed to go to the Hideaway.
Yeah,
which is good. Have you been there?
No, and is that part of the Maria and Enzo's sort of family of eating places, right?
It is. It's the better part, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have been to the greater. I think one of the first times we got together was at Maria and Enzo's when Lou was having his thing there.
Oh, that
it was Carnival or whatever was going on.
Stupid. You know what was the best part of that, other than you being there, of course?
Yeah, of course. What was the best part of that?
That dude who was playing. What was he playing? Oh. Was that a harmonica? What was he playing? I can't remember.
I don't remember, but I remember now what you're talking about.
What was he playing? Was it tambourine?
He's over in the corner, and or was he like a performer, like a juggler type guy or something?
No, he did music.
He was doing a music thing.
Yeah, because we would tell you, hey, play this, and he would play it. But what was he playing it on? Oh my gosh!
Oh right, yeah. It was a violin, wasn't it?
No, it was not a violin.
No. Okay. It was something small that he carried around, but I'm totally.
Well, that's why I had an accordion in my head,
but
I don't think it was an accordion. It wasn't a trumpet.
No, because he was. Did he? I don't know. Is it a mouth thing? I mean, I can't remember if he sang along with it or not. I don't even remember now. Somewhere there's a video.
Let's just call it a pan flute.
He played the pan flute.
I like a pan flute.
If of all, good old Zamfir.
I do
Master
like
of the pan flute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't remember what he was playing though.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's really it's a terrible thing.
Yeah, it's good. And it was apparently the
really
best part of the evening.
Yeah. It's terrible. I think I even got his card.
Oh yeah. And we did a shout out for him on the video when we were doing the live thing. I remember he because I was sitting next to Lou, and so we got to talk to the guy.
I thought you meant you and I did a shout out to him. And
no. Yeah, remember? And we were playing the pan flute. And
wow, nope.
Sorry, that's too many.
But he was good. Whatever he did.
Cocktails.
Whatever he did, he was good.
He was good. That thing you do that thing's real good. You did good there. Oh yeah, you. I remember you. You were good.
Tom Hanks.
Saw you at the airport.
That was a good movie.
You were good.
I'm in this text thread with these dudes who, for the most part, actually are just silent in text.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, somebody will send like a little funny thing, like a little meme or a little whatever, and
Yeah.
you know, and then they bust each other's, you know, and it's just, you know, guys' little text thing. Okay. I got out of a meeting this afternoon. My phone was blowing up. I didn't understand what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I got out of a meeting and it said, and you know, the little notification
Little
numbers there for how many. It said 31.
Oh, Lord. That's never a good thing.
So I went and I looked and like, oh, it's blowing up. You know what it's blowing up about?
What?
The McRib.
What in God's name about the McRib is worth 31 text messages?
That's coming back. And then they were talking about all these other things. And I'm just watching this unfold before me. And I'm like, when is it going to stop? And so I had to silence it. I had to like put hide alert so my phone wouldn't keep buzzing. I don't usually have to do that for anybody else than like if my father and my like part of my family are going to be on a text thread and they're like, oh, nice job. Oh, good job. Like, really, they forget like, okay, stop.
Right.
That was, yeah, good. You did great. Okay, stop talking about it.
Right. And stop dragging me into everything.
Oh my God. And then they start, oh, we should get together next week. I don't live there.
Yeah, look.
I'm not in Maryland.
Those
And then,
of
but
you
I can't be the
salient to.
I cannot be the schmuck who just like drops out of the group.
Right. Because it tells everybody.
It tells like, can I have a quiet walk away option?
Jason Knapp has
Apple.
said, bite me and hauled ass out of this stupid group.
Apple, can you just like let me like give me like a little slink away option? Like,
yeah, the Irish exit button. I mean,
I will
shoot out the side. Nobody saw me.
I will pay extra for that option. I will pay like $500 per year.
It's a subscription service.
If you let me exit
For the ability
conversations.
to just ghost without anybody knowing.
Yes. Just like right. Okay. So
That's
so
the
now
noise.
there's another 11 messages on there on this thread about this thing. And again, like I can't leave because,
Right.
But not because I'm
This is
afraid
not
they'll
always
never
like
invite
this.
me back.
Right. Like, no. You didn't stick around for the McRib thing.
I'm already like uncertain.
If you
like,
can't handle us at our McRib, then you don't deserve us at our best.
I feel like I have to chime in every once in a while just to let them know that I'm actually here because I'm afraid like it'll be like
throw
that
a lull in
Oh,
there
I
every
never
now
told
and
you
then.
the story. This is probably too late in our conversation, but I never told you the story about the changing room,
The changing room?
the theater changing room.
The theater changing room.
I don't think I've ever told anyone the story. I don't even think
Oh.
Michelle knows this story.
Hey.
Although she did just accuse me this morning of having. She said, "You tell Marcus things you don't tell me."
I like that I'm already coming in between you and your wife.
I was like, what? First I said, "Well, thanks for listening."
There you go.
And then the second was I was like, well, like what? Like what? She's like, I just wish you would tell him some of these things that you would tell. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like,
Well, technically-
you live them.
She got told them when she listened to you tell me them.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that. That's for sure. Boy.
I don't know.
But I'm afraid, like, I feel like I have to chime in every once in a while because they're going, it's only a matter of time before they discover that I'm like
Not interested in the McRib.
Well, then I'll say something, and then I'm afraid they'll say, "Oh, we."
Just the underwhelming.
Why is this? He's. Oh, yes, he's here.
Just suck
Why
the
is
air
he?
out of
Why
the
is he
room.
on this thread? And then there's the anxious, not conspiracy theorists, but like the, oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? The
Social anxiety.
insecure part of me
Yeah.
that believes that there's probably a shadow thread that they have
Yes. Yeah.
for the real stuff,
I know what you mean.
for the good stuff. And if I leave this one, I'll never give in to the other one. Like this is
Right. That's gold level, and you're trying to get there, but you can't surrender silver level because
Right.
you'll never get to gold then.
But I
A
have to
lot of
suffer
stuff goes on in your head, by the way.